No, you good. Welcome to another episode of INTDL. I'm the host. Really, it's just me. So really, I don't know why I've been saying that. It's just Shamir, Shem, whatever you want to call me. No more chef. So we good. Just a timely another update episode in terms of the show, life, and in general what we're going to do today. Today we are doing a soup. I realize that we haven't really done a soup ever on this show, so it's going to be a simplistic soup. I haven't really don't really know what we're going to call it yet, obviously. But it's not going to be bland. So today we're going to do like a somewhat traditional Holy Trinity, except without the celery, chicken soup, rice, garlic, carrots, rosemary, thyme, chicken, obviously. Then we want to chop up some onions. So with that, and I have the traditional, well, not really traditional, but different seasons that we're going to just play with just to see where I can take it. I'm actually also not doing this out of broth, and I don't know how it's going to taste because I just don't have a broth, but it's all right. So what I'm gonna do first, chop up an onion, come in here, we'll get a nice little glove. Really, so y'all haven't known, if y'all do know, I had moved from Austin to New York, and that was all within actually the last year, I want to say. And for me, it's just been a big transition. One, I love New York. So there's that. And secondly, I think that the biggest thing is I want to continue to grow this show out. And although I couldn't do it in Austin as I wanted to, I want to do that in New York. So hopefully we start bringing and having new episodes come into New York, and we start really expanding our community instead of just having it in one central place. I love Detroit, that's where I'm from, but I also realize that I want to touch as many communities as possible, different cities, different states. Like I talked about in the last update episode, I want to be able to bring this show to more of a place where people can come here. I'm actually going to toast the rice first. People can show up, and everybody who is here or anybody who's in our network, I want to be able to have those people who have been guests support other guests who have been on our show previously, or even the newcomers. And I also want my community to work with each other as well. And also I want to expand my community, and then what better way than to go to different cities. My biggest plan and goal still is to be able to do this, take it around the world, like 100%. I want to be able to bring as many people as possible, but also I also know I can't do that in one place. So it's not a bad thing. I'm still gonna always do stuff in Detroit, but it's more so the fact that I don't think I've ever been called to just be in one place, in one central location. And I love meeting new people. I love trying new things. I love seeing new communities. And New York is amazing. So I don't have nothing to say in that regard, other than the fact that the tacos in New York they're just not good, man. So sad face, can't do it. But everything else you want to have in New York is there. Another thing is that we're about to have a cookbook out. I've already done one. We're gonna do another one for the second season. I haven't done one with the newest episodes yet, so we'll figure it out. Like we're still trying to figure out like how many episodes to go into with one cookbook. Like, do I do 10 episodes? I do 5. What's the measurements on that? But we'll figure it out. But the new cookbook's coming soon. Probably when y'all see this episode, it'll probably drop. Maybe when we get down to the next 3 or 4, who knows? But I do know that one of the biggest things that I want to do is continue to do cookbooks and want to have different chefs on the show, and as well as continue to have diverse people as guests on the show as well. And we're going to continue that trend, so that's never going away. Another thing is that I don't know. I feel like we starting to get quicker. We're starting to get more efficient with me and Derek. Really just me and him. So like we're starting to get more efficient. Hopefully we can pump out more episodes, but at the same time, we still are 2 people who live in 2 different locations. But we will see. So far I am I'm sauteing my onions. I've already toasted my rice. I'll probably toast a little bit longer with the onions. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic in here, just so y'all not gonna be able to smell it because I'm smelling it and me and Derek smelling it, but that's about it. Um, but hopefully y'all can get a sense of like what I'm doing here, trying to get the aroma, the aromatics, and as well as just trying to get a base going with my soup first. I want to be able to make my soup have enough like punch at the beginning, and everything should be, you want everything toasted, everything sauteed first, whether it's vegetables, you can toast rice. Toasting your rice gives it a little bit more color as well. Y'all can't smell this, but it's smelling so good right now with just like the onions and the garlic cooking together. Um, Also, I'm not going to add the carrots yet. I think that's what I will do later on. What I want to do next is I think I'm going to add the tomatoes. So for me, I didn't know what I was going to make with this dish, but we have some tomatoes left, so I said why not? It's going to give it a little bit more color as well. I think you can never go wrong with tomatoes, garlic, and onions in anything. I had to mature a little bit. As a kid, I never liked tomatoes. I never liked them on my burgers. I didn't like them unless it was like tomato sauce and pasta or ketchup sometimes on different stuff. But for me, I was just like, nah, man, the texture of tomatoes were terrible until I had to grow up being a chef in the kitchen. You have to taste everything. When we got great tomatoes in or different types of tomatoes, whether it was heirloom, aromas, you had to make sure that it was good quality and also making sure that it wasn't squishy. I mean, they already squishy, but tomatoes in itself have a lot of taste within it, and it can bring a lot of things out of different dishes as well because of its acidity. So what I'm doing now, you can't really see this, but I'm bringing color to the rice as I'm cooking this up. I have maybe 3 cups of water next to me. So what I'm gonna do now, come in with some salt. Not a lot, but I just want to make it look good in a sense. And if whatever I have left, I'm just gonna just put it in here. Any type of extras, I'll just put it in another bowl so I can just have it like a trash bowl. So I want to go with some pepper. We're just gonna say like 2 tablespoons of salt, maybe a tablespoon of black pepper. Nah, that's like half a tablespoon, so maybe a full teaspoon. Who knows? Um, Mix this up. You're probably saying, why are you not adding the water in there yet? Really, I just want to continue to play with the seasonings and aromatics until it starts to like really look and feel like it has good color on it with the rice. And you can see that with the tomatoes, and it's starting to get really brown because it's getting toasted. Next, I'll probably add a little bit more aromatics and some actual herbs here. So what I want to do, grab like 2 things at a time, rip them apart like we always do, put them in here because it's not really going to matter. At the end of the day, when that water comes up, everything's going to go up and it's going to be sitting in there. So it'll be fine. Next, I'll probably do 1 more twig. If not, I'll add more time while I'm cooking with water in there. So it won't be too bad. Then come in here with some rosemary. Probably take half a stem off or a quarter of a stem. Move these over. And y'all can't smell the rosemary, but I can. Still smells fresh. Still smells good. And I have a lemon here just so I want to do I have a lime, my bad. I have a lime here. I really wanted to have a lemon, but I didn't have a lemon. I was a slap. So with that being said, we're going to go with the lime. And it's a little bit of a different paste because lime and lemon are way different, but they still have the same acidic qualities. So right now I'm about to add just let's go with the rosemary first, just because I wanted to still play around with the rice. Everybody has to have some fun a little bit, especially the food. So my rice is getting darker and darker, not getting burnt. Just put that out there right now. But it's been really, really toasted, and it's looking really, really good to me. Y'all can't see it, maybe. Hold on. Bam. I like that. It's looking like dirty rice, but not really. So we're gonna come in here with the water. So right now I'm about to add my carrots because I really wanted to go ahead and get steamed up along with my chicken because it's going to get cooked off within the water as it's going to start boiling. And at this point, where I'm at with this soup is I want it all to just look nice. I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to add some more water because the rice has to get cooked off, so it's going to absorb a lot of this. And it's going to be a one pot. So this is just this simple. With soups, for me, you want it to be full body. Everything has to have a taste. Chicken noodle soup, coming with chicken broth, the holy trinity between celery, carrots, and onions. Then you have that chicken, and then you want to add some rice, that's fine. But usually it's just liquid chicken, holy trinity, salt, pepper, and a little bit of herbs, and that's it. For this one, we're doing a chicken rice lime combo. We're gonna see how we can play with the lime a little bit. So I have a microplane with the lime. Mm-hmm. Oh, you good. So what I'm gonna do is just microplane. The lime right here. And I am going to cut it in half, but I rather microplane with the whole lemon on instead of cutting it in half, because that way I can like really mess my fingers up. But I can really get a better grasp with the lime if it's full instead of cutting it in half and then trying to microplane it, because it just doesn't make any sense. And whenever you're microplaning, I usually the microplane facing down with this holding up, because then I can really see how much I'm pulling from the line, or within anything. Maybe you're zesting an orange, or you're microplaning a lemon. You want to be able to see how much you have, just so like you can go off of what do you want to put in the dish versus you can do that too. Like if you face it up and then just zest the way you want to and see how much you're putting in there as well. But for me, if I don't want to use all of it, I can, like I said, always just dump it into a different tray, and I can use that for a later day. And for the people who don't know, when you're zesting anything, this is like bringing the essence of the lime without having to juice it, in a sense, and also gives it that not really, it gives the color too, but like you're really starting to get the aromatics within this lime. Like you can smell the lime within it without having to juice it. And that's just the difference. Sometimes all you really need is just to zest something to get the taste of it or the smell of it. You don't have to get the lemon juice or the lime or orange juice out of it. Only when you really feel like you need to have the pulp and the juice in there, that's fine. But the zest is really all you need. So what I'm gonna do, come in here, just grab like just a pinch and see where this goes with me. A few pinches, I'm learning myself. Put this over here. Now that I see that my soup is it's boiling. I only have a cup of rice too. So I have 1 cup to 3 cups of water in here. So this rice is definitely going to get kicked off. This is also basmati rice, so it sticks It sticks together, but in the soup, it's not gonna really matter. It's all gonna look the same at this point. So what I really want to make sure is that my chicken is cooked off as it's starting to get boiled up. You can start to see it. You can't see it all the way. And also, I want my carrots to get really cooked because I don't want to be eating hard carrots in my soup. I want it to be very soft. I want it to be simple, and I can start to smell this. But the biggest thing is, how does it taste? Because I know I've seasoned everything in here with just the basics. I have black pepper, salt. I put actual garlic in here. We did actual onions. We put thyme. We put rosemary. So now, as the soup is starting to get a little bit more, it's starting to really kick itself off. You want it to come to a boil because then it's going to really get the aromatics coming up. It's going to start really, you can start to smell what you've put into it. If it doesn't boil off, you're not going to get the full taste, nor you're going to get everything that you put into it. You always want it to be boiled off so you can see it. I want to see what it tastes like right now without the rice, because if I taste it with the rice, it's just going to be, how can I say this? Like, just terrible. I don't want to eat a hard rice. So right now, I can taste almost everything in here, especially the lime at the tip. Chicken, tomatoes. I'm tasting the garlic as well. I think what I want to do next is just to make sure, for safe measurements, I want to start adding my seasonings now. Because then at this point, you've already seasoned everything at the base, from the rice, the tomatoes, the thyme, the rosemary, the garlic. But now, since you added water, it takes away some of that flavor because water doesn't have anything. This is why you cook with a broth, or this is why you try to cook with a little bit of like a flavor liquid, because it's just better for you. But anyways, so for me, I want to add a little bit more salt. I didn't taste any in here. I want to go a little bit more black pepper. Call that like maybe 2 tablespoons, who knows? Garlic powder. Onion powder. And as of right now, now that it's boiling off, I'm gonna just put it back on low, just so I'm not about to overcook anything, and I want to make sure the rice is good. As you can see, the rice is starting to form up. It's starting to get cooked off. I can start to see the carrots in here too, the tomatoes. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water, just because I want to have more water to rice ratio. I don't want it to feel like I'm just eating rice and everything else in here. So I'm gonna come in here and taste it one more time with a tasting spoon. And I'll have some rice on me. I'm starting to taste a lot more. So I'm gonna go with a little bit more salt, because I feel like the salt just isn't there yet, because the water is taking it away. That should be enough, hopefully. I don't want to kill myself. A little bit of garlic. And really, when you're tasting the soup, this is why you want to have a broth, because the broth is going to bring in all the flavor instead of just the seasonings doing this work. The seasonings is like it's a 50-50. And it should be a 50-50 with the broth and seasonings. It shouldn't just be solely dependent on seasoning. So for me, I feel like I can bring it to life with just seasonings because I know what I'm doing. But also, I would much rather start off with a broth because a broth is just easier for you to just to control. So now I'm about to just add a little bit more water. I feel like I don't have enough. And now you can see it's doing its job. And I feel like I might have to add more salt because I added more water. Because I'm a slap. Don't worry about me. Um, Actually, no. It's good. We set. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up with the same bowl I had. The rice has been cooked fully. I can taste everything, especially the lime, because I zested it. I don't have to add any lemon juice. I taste it right at the top. I taste the tomatoes. I taste the chicken. I taste the chicken because I'm gonna be eating it. But I taste the garlic, the rosemary, the thyme. I might add a little bit more just to like give it a little bit more color. Um, so what we're gonna do now? Come over here.
Can we use the other cup for the bowl on the cutting board over
Yeah. So there, you guys advised me. We're gonna put it over here. So I want to grab my things first. I want to make sure I have a really healthy pool of all the things that I put into this soup. See my rice, my carrots, my tomatoes. I'm gonna grab a little bit more because I feel like that's what's gonna really bring it out. So now put this over here. Now I'm gonna come in with my liquid. The liquidy goodness is about to just it's over with. I just messed up my plating because the tomato just fell off it, but it's okay. So now you see. Oh no, I'm about to just see if I can take this out of here. Damn, I'm not Emerald. My bad. No copyright issues over here. My bad, yo. I'm gonna just grab some paper towel just so I can clean this up a little bit. So now I feel like I'm just going to come over here and drop whatever left of my lemon on top of this. My thyme. Yeah, I don't want this nasty glove over here. I have a little bit more leaf on here. That's fine. I don't know. I feel like I'm just playing now at this point. And I can really smell the thyme and the lemon here. Whatever's left I have, as far as like rosemary, I'll probably just grab some. And we have the TLC. I ain't drunk a lot. This is just water. It's just water. So yeah, the first suit of INTDL history has been a masterful. I got no words. Carrots, tomatoes, rice. There is no broth in here. Chicken, lime, just so. The first ever INTDO soup, the TLC. I feel like it's just that's it. Like it's chicken, lime, thyme, rosemary, rice, garlic, onion, a traditional but not really traditional Holy Trinity without the celery. I feel like that's just it. When you got waterfalls with broth, but you know we got soup, so I guess it works out. So yeah, we have some new guests for you coming up. Hopefully, we get to really have and dive into New York a little bit in the Big Apple. I want to be able to bring a lot more guests involved, along with hoping one day, we can have chefs actually cook for the guests. So like I can take a back seat, I can just go ahead and just host. But no, I do want to still cook on the show. I wholeheartedly, that's the reason why I even brought this on here. But really, the platform is about the people, and I want to keep it about the people. And I don't want to bring big names on here. If I'm selected, cool, great, I'll accept it. But at the same time, I think that one of the biggest things for me is continuing to grow communities around the show. Whether it's in New York, whether it's in Cali, whether it's in Texas, whether it's a small town in Arkansas or Arkansas. I don't know why the English language does that to us because it's Kansas and then you got AR in front of it and it's not Arkansas, but it's Arkansas. I just don't understand. But that's just me. That's the things I just think about. But anyways, besides the point. But yeah, I want to be able to grow the community. I want to be able to continue to let people be seen and know that people other than the big names are doing great things in their community and they need to know about it. So keep striving. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep growing. INTDL family, thank you for continuously supporting us and letting us continue to interview your community. Thank you. That was it. With a slight error, my apologies. It's a golden rule on here, and I broke it myself. I didn't taste the dish, so I'm about to go ahead and taste it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is damn good. Now we out. Loki, you can use that as as a closing, but then you gotta bring it back and be like, look, you broke a rule on here.
Hold on.
All right, bet.
Any broth already did do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't need no chicken. I ain't get no chicken in my phone. I'm like, damn, I didn't need none. This is a good ass soup.